So here on the homestead, we've built a log cabin. We have an outdoor oven, a blacksmith shop, and just recently we completed digging our well. We want to add livestock to the homestead, so today's project is building a pen for our new chickens. What are we going to build our fence out of? If it was a modern day, we would use some metal fence posts and poultry netting or chicken wire. Goes up really quick, keeps the chickens in, perfect thing. We don't have that in our 18th century time period, so we're gonna build ours out of the materials around us. We're gonna build it out of sticks, basically. But we need a special kind of stick. We need something that's strong and flexible and the right size and doesn't branch off really quickly. So around here on this piece of property, and every piece of property is going to be different, but what we've got a lot of is willow number one. Willow's a good possibility for our fence. It grows in nice big long sticks without very many branches, and we need to go at least 3 feet, if not 6 feet, without a branch. Occasionally this has a branch here. While it's still green, it's pretty flexible, and we can use this. We can make it do a lot of different things for us without it just sort of snapping off. Our willow isn't the best though. It's not probably the very best choice in our situation. We will harvest some of this willow, and it just grows in big banks right along the pond here. We have lots and lots of willow to work with, but it's kind of a brittle willow. Some willows are much better than others. It hybridizes really quickly. What we want is something a little more flexible, a little less brittle. Here's another possible choice. Now we've got these big kind of thickets of this little tree. It doesn't grow very big, grows about maybe 8 foot tall max. And the sticks don't get any bigger than about 3/4 inches in diameter, and then it kind of stops growing and keeps kind of building a bigger and bigger sort of colony of these. I don't know, maybe they grow underground, I'm not sure. This is, I believe, silver dogwood. Really nice and flexible. Again, grows in a nice stick, about 5 to 6 feet tall without too many branches, or any really. This stick would be perfect for what we're building up there. We'd cut it off about here, and again, it just grows and grows and grows. Grows in these big patches, so it's something that's prolific. We want something that, we need a lot of sticks, so we need something that just naturally grows in a big group like this. This is probably the tree that we're going to use the most, and this is an ash tree. Now, something interesting happened. About 10 or 15 years ago, a wave of emerald ash borer, a pest, came into our area and killed all our ash trees. It took a little while, 4, 5, 10 years, depending on the tree, but basically killed all the trees. Well, kind of. What happens is an emerald ash borer comes in, it bores a hole, lays an egg under the bark of the tree. The little larva goes around, it eats that inner bark, kills the main tree, but it leaves behind living roots. Those borers don't go under and kill the roots. So the roots of all our trees stayed alive. And what happened was it created a natural coppicing effect. And a coppice is where you cut down a particular species of tree and it sends up shoots. And you'll see shoots all around the stump of the tree. And you can kind of train those. And because the roots are still very, very healthy, it sends up very quick shoots. And they tend to be long and straight and flexible depending on the species. So we have lots and lots on this particular piece of property, probably more than 1,000 of these ash trees that have died, the main trunk, and then it's sent up all these straight shoots. We can cut those off. They'll continue to produce. So this ash tree, I can probably just keep cutting and cutting, and as long as I don't cut it all the way off and try to kill those roots, it'll just keep sending up shoots, and we can keep using them for different projects. Well, we've got most of the upright posts put in place. Kind of made this a semicircular design because it'll make it easier to put up the wattle. If you come up to a 90-degree angle, it's a lot harder to make these sticks go around the corner. So if you just make it one nice big circle, it makes it really easy to do. We've got very nice bendy sticks about as big around as my thumb or maybe as small around as my pinky, and they just get woven in and out of these stakes like a giant basket. So really we're just making a really big chicken basket. This is going to be the doorway or the gateway into the fencing area, and I wanted that same kind of feel. So I just built this really quick frame out of the same kind of material that the chicken house is made out of, and then we just did a quick interior with the wattle, and it'll have a nice look to it, and the bars will keep a little bit further apart so we can see what's going on. Maybe late in the afternoon, we'll let the chickens kind of roam free, and then right at sunset, they'll naturally go into the chicken house. So I think this is going to look really good. So was it difficult? I've never done a project quite like this one before, certainly not as much as this. I have worked with this material, so I had a kind of a feel for it, but it worked up pretty intuitively. You know, just seeing a couple pictures of that, and it went together without any real issues at all. Just a whole lot of doing the same thing over again. Go out and find the sticks that you need, come in and weave them into place.